First quarter.
We're started.
Brought to you by Buckley.
Yes, we're in action here already at Myers Reserve, and the umpire is going to have his second ball up in the middle of the square. And that's Ren Lovett doing the ruck work up against Ben Cole. Cole up high, gets down. Lovett knocks it bell post still way, goes into the half-forward line, coming out, ball not clearly picked up by Reece Burke, and goes forward with a quick kick to the forward line in front. Marcus not taken. It hits the ground, so bell post still, they work hard. Watcher's got down there to lend support. Kelly trips it up, tries to force his way through the contest. Umpire says he's not going anywhere. We'll take possession of the ball. And it's going to be a ball up about 25 metres out from the forward line in Bell Post Hill. Over the top, Cole taps it out. Again, Bell Post Hill, the numbers went wide looking for Barlow. Goes back and collects it. Then he's fumbled the ball. So on ground level, it's going to be cleared, or it was going to be cleared by Bannockburn. They can't get the ball clear of the contest. Picked up there. It's going to be moved out by Bowden. Bowden now transfers the ball by hand over the top. So pretty scrambly football at the present time. Ball runs over the boundary line. It'll be thrown back in front of BJ Harding, far side of the ground. So Ren Lovett, he's in the squad. It's a bit warm grub, thanks, but save it for later maybe. Again, on the far side of the ground, which we expect most of the play to take place, because it's Grubby and I have trouble seeing that far. Ball runs back over the boundary line. It's going to be thrown back in between centre wing and half forward for Bell Post Hill, and they're attacking into the ground.
We've only got half of me binoculars, the half that don't work.
So again, both ruckmen do it again. Ren Lovett's over there. And he's up against Cole. Lovett taps it out the back. Picked up. It's Berg trying to get through the contest. Went by hand. Fantella puts the ball back into the forward line. In front. Marcus not taken. Again, Bell Post Hill, they work hard at ground level. And it's going to be picked up. Kelly gets the handball away. Went wide to Peters. He couldn't get a clean disposal. Picked up by Eckridge. Ran in circles. Got boot to ball. Unfortunately for him, he puts the ball over the boundary line and out of bounds on the full. Some dark clouds surround the ground a little bit, so we might get another drop of rain before the day is out.
God, it was 28 and sunny in Werribee too.
It was a day like that in Bannockburn at 9 o'clock this morning too, but it did change, I can tell you. So Brad Watts from the back pocket loads up and goes long. Back towards centre wing. Out the back, Cole had a bit of a grab at it, couldn't take clean possession of it. Picked up, and again the ball runs over the boundary line. It's going to be, out of bounds to the full. He's saying it's come off a Bell Post Hill player, Shane Limer, I should say. And Jack Broman looks like he's going to win possession over there, far side of the ground. We'll bring it back inside now, goes towards the half-forward line. Marcus not taken, Fulton's up at ground level, picked up by Willie Urquhart, got the handball away. We're not looking for Cool Popovsky and a few other blokes down there, but they're not there today, and the mark has been taken on centre wing. And this is Lentini. He goes short, nice kick, far side. Reece Burke had a number of touches already in the game, but he's still on centre wing. Which way is the grey wind favouring? Grubber's going straight across,
mate.
So he's been called to play on now, put himself under pressure. He's able to get out of trouble, still spinning and weaving. Handball goes over the top to Lentini. Handball goes back. Love it. Too strong for him. BJ Harding runs onto it. Has time to pick the ball up at hands and knees. He picks it up, but Ren Lovett's laid a pretty good tackle. It's held.
Going to ball it up.
And it's going to be a ball up on the centre wing. So we've travelled 3.5 minutes first quarter. And Bell Post Hill and Bannockburn are both yet to score.
In comes the ball now, boundary umpire. He's a good boundary umpire, this bloke too. Throws it up. Tap out's won by Bell Post Hill. Kick off the ground towards the boundary line. Please don't play deliberate. Please. And he hasn't.
Test the waters, Grub.
And the ball's gone over the line and out of bounds for a throw-in. Thank God for that. In it comes now. Two big blokes. Do battle, Lovett and Cole. Lovett gets a big punch away. It's kicked off the ground. Over it comes towards the centre of the ground. It's a nice little tap on there, but no one can pick it up now. Or a good bump there by Welv, I think it was. It might have been Addy up the ground. Picked up by Broman. Puts it down in towards the half-forward flank. The Bell Post still lead in the race for the ball, but he's almost caught. The ball's hit the ground. He's dragged it in. Umpire's going to pay holding the ball here, and he does pay. No, he's paid it the other way. He's paid it in the back decision, and it'll go to Bell Post Hill. Well, they're very, very lucky to get away with that as the ball comes out now, and it comes out to... Who's that?
Welv, that's Welv.
That's Welv, yep. Welv's got the ball now. He's got on the half-back flank. He sees a nice little lead up there, and it's taken over there by Burke. Burke had a couple of touches. He looks for Costello on the wing and finds him. Costello runs around, doesn't go over the mark yet though. Has a look further afield. Most of his players are covered up there by the looks of it. So I think he's just going to kick in hope. He does so. He's looking for Jake Barlow. Jake Barlow gets pushed out from underneath. Not picked up there by Gavin, couldn't get it. Now it comes back in. The Bannockburn defence pile on the ball. Goes towards the boundary line. They're going to try and shove it over, but he brings it back in now. Puts it over there towards Broman. He's had his third touch in as many minutes. Broman, he's looking for Big Tom up there, but it bounces in all the middle of them. They misjudge it. Comes out to Addy. Addy gives a handball, but it doesn't go in the right direction. They butter up now, but the ball's pushed over the line and out of bounds, and it'll be a throw in. And gee, I love commentating on this side. It's a lot easier, Smithy. I'll commentate this side, you commentate that side, all right?
Keep going there if you want to.
Here comes the ball. Good throw by the boundary umpire. Up they go. Love it. Pushing and shoving with Cole there, but he gets a tap out again. It's a big punch in the forward direction. Can't be picked up. They've all got the high tackle there. Umpire said, no, it wasn't fair enough. Ball it up then if you can. Get rid of the scrimmage, and he does so. He's going to pay holding the ball. See, I wasn't quite sure about that. It'll go to Bannockburn. Looks like Jake Peters from here. Has a look there further down forward, gets the boot into it. It's right on centre wing position here. Up they go. No one can take the mark. Fulton almost had a second grab at it. Couldn't quite grab it. Addy comes through and throws the ball. Don't know how he got away with that. It's handballed back out in the belt, almost in Bannockburn's advantage there. Nobody can pick it up. The umpire will again have to come in and bounce the ball, Smitty.
Yep, Timmy Barton, for those that are not familiar, not in his regular 14, wearing 37. Dan Gray's 18, and we're... Anthony Pisano, he's number 8 usually, but obviously he's retired now. And that's gone to Mitch Gavin coming in from Anarchy. Ball at ground level, picked up there by Kelly. This is of Bellpost Hill, got the handball away only as far as Brad Watts. He got the handball over the top. Further flick on, goes out wide, picked up there, and it's Lance Melbourne that looks at goal.
It's a great goal.
I'll tell you what, he finished that pretty nicely. He's got his first goal of the afternoon and Bannockburn's first goal. They move to 1 goal straight 6. They lead Bellpost Hill, who are yet to score. And with the lights going up there at the scoreboard, they are glowing very nicely, Grub, because it's getting a bit darker again.
It is, Alex.
Just round the grounds, Geelong West Giants, 3 goals for, 22 leading Corio, the solitary behind, and Grubby, the Centrals, 2-1-13, Thompson yet to score.
And your comment on that bit of play, or you're just not going to do the regular way? You're going to do it your own way, are you?
All right, now in English, what was that?
Your special comments today, mate, so you've got to pick up your game.
Well, we don't want to rubbish the scores and stats. Just tell us what's happening, you idiot.
What's happening?
We're back in the middle of the ground now, so it doesn't matter now because Cole's gone up. And Fantella gets the ball out of the middle, kicked off the ground there, going forward. And that was by Arkley, into the middle of the ground, picked up. Peters got the handball, tried to get the handball's way. Barton intercepts, gets a handball back inside, has some running players, ends up in the hands of Urquhart. From backward of centre wing, goes through to the forward line, picked up by Bowden, got the handball away to Kelly. And this is Kelly of Bannockburn. He's having a bit of trouble picking up today, but he's got a little bit of dash and he gets away out of trouble. On the left boot, goes back towards centre wing. Mark is taken out there, and it's by Turner. So Lukey Turner. This is Ike's brother, and he kicks the ball back from centre wing, goes in towards Costello. One hand up, passes there. Costello, 2 old teammates playing on each other, and Nick Costello does that nicely. He takes the mark, and will go back and shoot for goal.
He's a bit of an opportunist, Nick Costello. He might not get a lot of possessions, but he's usually a pretty good kick for goal. I know that's the moz on him, but he's usually a pretty good kick.
Finished last season with about 68 goals, Nick Costello, and even last week kicked the 5, but he probably set up another 7 to another former Anarchy teammate, Jaden.
About 68 or 68?
Yeah, 68. Rounded off to the nearest 68, Grubby.
So the ball comes in. That's a beautiful looking kick off the boot, and it's straight through the middle. So they have their answer. And Nick Costello has his first goal of the afternoon. So both sides 1 goal straight. 6 points each, and we have gone nearly 9 minutes. First quarter, Buckley's Entertainment Centre first quarter scoreboard.
A few midfielders already. We were talking interleague before. I know Matt Lentini was in this, played at Bungaree last year, and I reckon he's already got about a good 5 disposals so far in this opening 10 minutes.
God, can we have some around the ground scores? Jeez.
Oh, shut up.
We've got to keep the eye on the Dragoons too.
Oh, here we go. Who are they? Bell Park.
Yep. No, we're that Newtown mob. They're down at Cole up. They'll be in the
they're gone, Newton.
They might be calling up from the Thunder and the Lightning.
Up it goes, Big Lover gets the ball. Fantella works his way through the pack, but can't quite get him, come out the other side. It's picked up now, bad handball, and Bannockburn will pick the ball up with a left-hand handball out towards the wing. It's picked up by Brad Watts. He puts it up towards the half-forward flank. The rain's coming down now as the Bellpost Hill defence. They pounce on the ball. It's picked up and dropped. No one can pick it up again. It's very slippery. It's hacked out of the pack out towards the boundary line. No one can pick it up. It's a kick off the ground. A pretty good one too at that as the ball way out on the outer wing. It gained them about 20-odd metres. No one can pick it up. Oh, it's scrambly out there and a great tackle. Is that Jack Broman for me? No, it's not. The advantage has been called anyway. Picked up by Bannockburn. They put it back towards the wing position. Kelly can't quite take the mark. He butters up and tries to pick it up. He falls over and a kick off the ground by Jake Peters. And Lux of Fortune as it hits Jason Tom. Too far out to score. Puts it up. He sees a lead. Oh, it's a shepherd there. He should have probably went for the mark. He shepherded for Jake Peters and it didn't come off. And the Bellpost Hill defence repel another attack this time. Comes out towards well. That was his intention, but it didn't go anywhere near it as Middleton came in. Now they get back on it. It's a kick out of the pack again, but unfortunately it's not a good one. And Cole from Bannockburn will take the mark on between centre and centre wing. Up he comes now, Cole. He ran too close to the man on the mark. Barlow smothered it. Went back out to Jordan Ettridge, is it maybe? It is. Jaden, I should say. He kicks it up towards the forward line. Tari pushed his opponent under the ball, and it's been picked up there by McIntosh, was it? Kelly. Kelly puts it out towards the half-back flank. Who's that, Smitty?
Rick.
That's Chrissy Reek. Picks the ball up. Puts it over. He's looking over there for Jervis, Connor Jervis. It comes back out to the wing position. Big Ren Lovett. He just picks it up and goes bang. Barrels it, but it only goes 30 metres, 25 in the air. No one can pick it up now. It's on the bottom of the pack. Someone was thrown out of there without the footy, and the umpire decided he saw that. That's a good decision, but he could have paid the advantage, but everybody had stopped, so it will come back. And it'll come back now to Tane Rabbis, a young boy from East Geelong, I think it was last year. Rabbis, he'll be on the wing position. He's obviously far too out to score, so he bangs it in towards the forward line. He's looking for the big 200 gamer who can't take the mark. The ball goes over the back of the pack, rolls towards the boundary line, and eventually gets kicked out over the boundary line and for a throw-in in the forward pocket at Bellpost Hill, score an end.
11.5 minutes gone. And the umpire about to restart play, as I said, deep in the forward of the line for Bellpost Hill. Rain settling in now. The ball's thrown back in. It went sideways then.
I think they're going to get him to throw it in again. And I don't think it's any fault of the boundary umpire. He threw it in the air and the wind took it 11 metres.
So we'll have a repeat of that last performance by the boundary umpire.
We'll have to put a bit of spin or a bit of swing on it there.
That's a better throw, so the ball this time in front. Lovett gets the ball down at ground level. He taps the ball out only as far there as, I think it was Perkins out there. I'm not too sure now. Picked up by Brad Watts. He goes back towards the half-back line. There's a number of players around the contest. Kick off the ground by Reek. Doesn't travel too far. And the ball goes back over the boundary line, so we'll have another ball in to take place. Far side of the ground.
That wind's picking up over there now, Smithy. Look at the trees.
As I said, wouldn't be Bellpost Hill without wind, mate. And most half the time wouldn't be Bellpost Hill without rain. So the ball now thrown back in. Out the back, the ball will come. Kicked off the ground. Picked up Fantella. Gets out of the contest. Got the handball away. Went back into the centre square. Bannockburn now with an opportunity. Picked up by Watts. Tackled. Brought to ground. Good strong work there. And it's going to be a ball up to take place again, I think. Just outside their forward 50. So Bellpost Hill working pretty hard.
The weather's going to kill this as a spectacle a bit, isn't it?
I think so. There was Jack Yates laying that strong tackle.
I'm not saying nothing against you today, because I'm going to do something too.
It's called to be played on by the umpire. This is the best thing for you, I reckon. It's been held up against the umpire back in to take the ball from the players.
But
and another ball up.
I'm not going to say Tashel.
No.
And I'm not going to say Fonts.
Fonts? L Fonts?
I might say Fonts, actually.
So ball now at ground level. Bellpost Hill picked the ball up, going the wrong way. It's picked up, kicked into the forward line. Long kick in. Parsons can't take the mark. Costello handballs over the top. I'll tell you what, that was pretty well done.
You're going to miss it, though.
Off the ground. I'm not too sure that player was then that kicked that through. It's through for a minor score. So Bellpost Hill now to 1-1. They lead Bannockburn on 1 goal straight. I think it had 47 on his back, but he's not in any records, so I'm not too sure.
Is that Jordan Flack that kicked it? Yeah, that's Jordan Flackaventa.
Well, he's on 41, eh? And Jakey Barlow's wearing the long sleeve jumper. He's getting soft as his old man. What's wrong with him? Jeez.
So Tommy Parsons doing the kicking in duties. He goes short, and we'll find Luke Bowden. And in the back pocket, he takes the ball now. He's just held things up. Oh, no, I think it is 41. Just looks like a 7.
Okay.
He delivers the ball out to centre wing, and Marcus taken strongly out there. Justin Tarr. So he's moved himself out of the goal square. Just looking for those options further afield. Goes into the half-forward line. Jakey Barlow going back with the fly of the ball, but back there, it's going to be Cole. He can't take the mark. Ground level again. Bell post hill. They put the ball back into the forward line. Parsons comes out and meets it, gets the handball away, went straight back to the hands of Bell post hill and Luke Turner to Barlow, to boot, and towards
Misses
goal.
that too.
And he is offline also, Jakey Barlow. So that moves Bell post hill to 1-2 now. And they lead Bannockburn on 1 solitary goal. We have gone 15 minutes. First quarter, Buckley's Entertainment Centre first quarter scoreboard.
Parsons with a kick out. It's a nice little pass out here to Broman. Takes the mark. Looks further afield. There's nothing much on. They've got him.
Vanningen.
Eh?
Jamie Vanningen.
Is it? Who's that? I didn't even see his name. And, oh, that's a mark. Although the second bounce was over the thing, but I think you'll call it. That's Bowden, I think, from there. He's taken a mark right on the boundary line. What's going on here? They call it a throw-in, did they?
Yeah.
Second bounce, second grab over the line. Yep. Fair enough. Good umpiring as the ball's thrown in. Picked up there by Bell post hill. He's going to get a free kick. No, it's holding the ball. He's picked it up and dropped it, young Burke. And the free kick will go to...
BJ.
That's BJ Harding, I think. Yeah, it is. BJ Harding now. He decides to come over towards the commentator's box over here. Nobody can take it. Fulton nearly grabbed hold of it. They hit the ground hard on the bottom of the pack now. Please don't play that. Ball it up. I think that was Lance Melbourne at the bottom of the pack there. And the umpire comes in to ball it up, and they're doing a fantastic job on Umpires Appreciation Week so far. Up goes the ball. Big Lover, he'll get the tap out. He's won every one so far. Nobody can get it out. He goes in after his work and tries to pick it up. He does pick it up, but the ball's held to him, and the umpire will say, I'll have another throw at it. Big Lovett now, he'll go up against, Cole's over here, is he? Yeah, there he is, the two big fellas. There's Lovett gets it down again, but to no advantage. The ball hits the bottom of the pack again. It's picked up there. Ball comes out over towards Bowden. He gets on the left boot, but the umpire's decided there's a free kick here, and it'll go to Kelly from Bell Post Hill. Kelly on the wing position. Has a look forward downfield. He's got a lead out here from Rabas by the looks of it. No, it isn't anyway. It's picked up there. It comes out to Rabas now, is it? No, that's...
You just love Rabbits, don't you?
Yeah, well, I don't even know what he looks like, to be honest. But Broman throws the ball out of the pack, but it gets knocked back in again. On the half-forward flank for Bell Post Hill. Middleton grabs the ball. Handballs over towards Kelly, but the ball rolls over the line and out of bounds for a throw-in about 70, 80 metres from the Bell Post Hill goal.
The problem when you've been calling Popovsky in 18 for so many years.
So, round the grounds quickly, boys. Werribee 5-1-31. Thompson yet to score. And Geelong West Giants 5-5-35. Corio 3
The wind could be going straight down the ground there, though.
Might be. So ball has been thrown back in. Fulton gets the ball. Long handball out of trouble. Only as far as Kelly of Bell Post Hill. Put his head down. Now he's in trouble. Broman's in there. Stevens gets a handball out to Melbourne. Melbourne flicks it towards Middleton. Middleton runs the boundary line and over the boundary line.
Right over the boundary line there.
And that was well done by the boundary umpire. Right spot. And he saw that nicely.
Why do they do that? They just bump into a bloke. If a bloke did that to me, you'd punch him in the mouth. Yeah.
So Kayla basically doing some running for the Bell Post Hill side, and I see Big Stretton doing the work for the Bannockburn side out there today, Grub.
I hope he's faster than his old man, or there'll be no messages getting out whatsoever.
So ball thrown back in on centre wing. Ruckman go at it, comes down at ground level again. It's Broman working pretty hard, gets the ball into the half-forward line. Tom able to trap the ball, does nicely, gets the handball outside to Harding, pushes away from Urquhart, gets the ball into the forward line. Kick wasn't well directed. Barton over the top of it. Now he might be in trouble. He's trying to get out, but the umpire... He might have been a little bit lucky with the two players swooping on top of him.
I think he might have grabbed hold of it before he hit the ground, which means he didn't drag it in, which means another pretty good decision.
So the ball thrown up in the half-forward line. Barton doing the ruck work, taps it out the back. Doesn't run too far from the contest. Picked up Kelly, good hands to Burke. Burke shrugs the tackle, kicks the ball back into the middle of the ground. Ettridge going back, good spoil from behind. Running free, Luke Bowden leads in the race for the ball. Good clean pick-up, able to get away from a player coming at him. Kicks towards the boundary line, has to be good. Jakey Barlow gets a hand on the ball, picked up there. Flacavento went one way, then back on the left. Kicks into the forward line, coming out to Parsons. Good interception, good spoil. And he needed to do that because Justin Tarr was bearing down very quickly, and the ball has gone over the boundary line to be thrown back in. About 20 metres from the visitors' coach's box here. So we're deep into the half-forward line for Bellpost Hill.
And good news for you boys, Rabbis is about to come on. He was off for the last 5 minutes.
I called him 7 times. He wasn't even on the ground.
Mate.
So Fulton, the double fister, goes back towards centre wing, leading the race of the ball. BJ Harding picked up there. Broman, little boot off the ground, runs the ball towards centre wing. Barton coming out, has a player underneath him. Well, that was bit lucky there because Timmy's had a bad history with knees.
Leg, isn't it?
Yeah, yes. There's a free kick being given. It's going Bannockburn's way. I'm not too sure what that was for, but it's Willie Middleton with the free kick. So Middleton from centre wing. Jason Tom will be the target. Cam Addy's there, turning around. Barton, ground level. Cole can't take it. Picked up by Tom. Handball's over the top to Harding to Middleton. He's put him under pressure, but he's going to go back and try and win the ball. Ravis came in and tried to win it out. Picked up by Tom on the left boot.
Shepherd. He's
got the numbers back there. Bellpost Hill and Cam Addy sitting back there nicely. Takes the mark from the half-back line. A running player is Burke. He was actually running backwards, but he handballed to him. In pursuit, Stevenson. Burke goes through the middle. Fine, nice kick, finds Lentini. And he's just forward of centre circle. Swings and goes now. Target, Tar comes up. Gore couldn't take the mark. Trapped it nicely, though. Got the handball out the back. Went towards Gavin. He's got it. Handball goes back to Barlow. Barlow from the step goes into the forward line. The ball runs towards the boundary line. Will run over and out of bounds to a throw-in beside the behind post. At a 20.5-minute mark of the first quarter. Buckley's Entertainment first quarter scoreboard 1-2-8 to the Bellpost Hillside Bannockburn. One straight goal.
Here it comes now. Boundary umpire. It's a good big throw. Up they go. Oh, go straight to the big Fulton, but he went straight through his hands. Throws it out of the pack now. No one can pick it up. There's a nice hard bump in there. That's what we like to see. But the umpires decided it was an elbow. He said he put the forearm out and the free kick. Geez, that'll go to Fulton down there, will it?
Yep.
It's a ball, puts it out towards the half-back flank. No one can pick it up, and it's gone straight out of bounds. And the umpire will throw it in. And I'll tell you what, Tari's showing his presence down there. He's getting his body in. Big 200 gamer, probably just under half of the amount of games that the great Noel Fanning from Newton and Winchelsea and St Joey's played. I don't know where he is today. Is he upstairs, is he?
Yeah, he might be. You'll hear him.
You'll hear him in a minute, yeah. There he is. In comes the ball now. Up they go. And the umpire's going to have to throw it in again. And I'll tell you what, again, it wasn't a bad throw, but the wind's blown it straight back towards the boundary line and given the ruckman no chance. So he's going to have to be, I reckon, Hercules to throw it in far enough against that wind. But he does so. A great throw this time. Up they go. Fulton gets the tap out. Comes to the ground again. There's a big pack form. Umpire's letting it go, which is fair enough because the ball comes out this time. Nobody can pick it up, though. He's decided to pay a free kick. I can't quite see what that was for, but it's a long way away. Too high, he's called. In it goes now, in towards the Bellpost Hill forward line. Broman gets there first. He picks it up and shoves it out the back and gets one high. He'll take the free kick. No, he won't. The umpire's called advantage as the ball goes out towards the wing position. And again, it'll roll out of bounds. And I think we're going to see a lot of that today, Smithy.
Unfortunately, grab far side of the ground's going to get a fair bit of it, I think. And if it gets nasty, it'll get pretty hard.
Well, then I've got an excuse. Because I'm battling to see over there right at this minute.
Good boy.
Make yourself useful, buddy.
So ball on centre wing. Fulton does a ruck work, comes down. Bannockburn put hands on the ball, but then Bellpost Hill lay a pretty strong tackle, 2 players. So a pretty scratchy affair here at the moment, but both sides working pretty hard. Umpire asking for the nomination. So Cole doing the ruck work. He's up over the top, picked up. White's got the handball away. Harding kicks the ball off the ground, picked up Kelly. Dribbles the ball along the ground, going towards Welv. Welv traps it nicely. He's over the top of it, able to get the ball out. Went wide. And now it's with Bellpost Hill. They're trying to keep the ball flowing. They've been able to do that. Ravis picks the ball up and goes into the forward line. Nice kick. Marcus taken out there by Kelly. So Kelly is outside 50. Little short chip over the top. Reese Burke's had a pretty good first quarter. Number of touches. How many have we had, Alex? Have you been doing the stats on Reese Burke? No.
Yeah, he's on 7, Dale.
Good on you, mate. You're doing a good job. He's on the ball, Grub.
Oh, he is. What's the round the ground? No, don't worry about it.
Yeah,
and Burke now goes long into the forward line. Players up. Ball comes to ground. Broman off the boot. Goes back outside 50, but only as far as Kelly of Bellpost Hill.
He's played pretty well too, Kelly.
Yeah, Matt Kelly. He's going to drive the ball back into their forward line. Low and flat towards the pocket. Going across Broman. And he takes the mark. So he'll just hold things up for Bellpost. That's for Bannockburn now. And the back pocket position Not too much movement further afield, so he just decides to go pretty long. Back outside 50. Player comes up and it's Kelly again, so him and Broman might have kicked the kick for a minute here now. Kelly this time puts the ball a little bit more central. Costello tries to slide into it, picked up by Perkins, got the handball out to Melbourne, tried to put boot to ball, didn't travel too far. Belpo still now with the ball, goes back to Barlow. Barlow, player outside, Urquhart. Again, he puts boot to ball. It will run wide and wider and over the boundary line, out of bounds on the full. Free kick will go to the Bannockburn side and Chris Reek.
I was going to park there in my new car too, and I thought I better not, and it's landed right in the bonnet up through the windscreen.
We just had senior coach Brad Martin just go on the ground just then to pick up this netball.
Should have a play count.
One of you guys need a guard there and just stop the ball rolling on the ground, all right?
So the ball comes back outside 50 now. Kick off the ground, finds the big player out there in Josh Cole, sorry. And it's now at ground level. So both players working pretty hard. Belpo still, I think it's Broman trying to get off the ground and carry the ball out, but he's brought to ground. So we're going to have a ball up to take position. The ruckman are going pretty hard. Benny Cole's worked pretty hard. He's now resting back at centre half forward. Fulton taps the ball down. Watts on his left boot. Runs, kicks the ball back inside 50. Going back there, Tom. Player slides underneath. That was Barton. Barton got the handball back over towards Addy. Addy went back towards Barton. He delivers the ball back towards centre wing. Or Burke a little bit early in the contest there. Umpire has seen it. And a free kick is going to go to Bannockburn. Lee Perkins, far side of the ground. So Perkins now goes back towards Jason Tom. Addy from behind. Spoil comes to the front. Ground level, picked up by Peters. Handballs over the top. Tried to find McIntosh, but it hasn't come out. And the umpire now will take possession once again right on true centre wing.
We've been paying attention, Belpo. So Tom's coming up the ground, but Addy's not coming with him. He lets him go up there and then just sits back.
Quick ball up again. This time Perkins, the ball, sorry, it was Fulton that did the ruck work. He taps the ball out. Now the kick that's been wide, but it's been touched is a signal by the umpire. So Fulton doing more ruck work today than I think he did last week.
Well, he's a chance at the moment because Lovett's off the ground, isn't he?
So Luke Mann doing the ruck work for Belpost Hill.
Yeah, he is.
Picked up Watts, tries to spin out of trouble, but the ball runs back over the boundary line. So we'll have an, deliberate. He can't. That wasn't deliberate.
Oh, yes, it was.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
It was, and we agree with all things umpiring.
Yes, it was. It's Umpires Appreciation Day, deliberate.
Yeah, deliberately wrong.
And now, Smitty, you'll be next.
No, I won't, because that was wrong.
You'll be next.
He's brought down the tackle. It comes out in his arms. Ball goes into the half-forward line. Barlow goes across. Can't take the mark. Again, Flacavento kicks the ball back towards the full forward position. Tar comes out and traps it. Has it in front of himself. He's done pretty nicely so, but also Cole has done well. Picked up Middleton. Looks for the handball outside. Goes to Bowden. Will need a clean pick-up. Just kicked it off the ground. Lovett's just come off the bench. Provides a Shepherd now. And again, Belpo still able to go back through Zilovic. The kick wasn't good. Broman puts his head over it. Picked up by McIntosh to Stevenson. Runner out the back. Went towards player in Bath. Got the handball back to Watts. Needs to find his left foot, but he's gone by the right hand. Back to Stevenson. Got the handball away. McIntosh outside again towards Bath. Bath just boot the ball. Only as far as Zilovic, but he can't pick it up cleanly. McIntosh has it. Little boot to ball. Went towards the boundary line and Tom Bath, and I think it's gone over this time. And we'll have a ball in to take place. But the siren has ended the first quarter here at 27.5 minutes. Belpo still will go in at 1-2-8. They will lead Bannockburn on one straight goal. Goal kickers to this stage of the day. We have Nick Costello for Belpost Hill and Lance Melbourne for Bannockburn. We'll take a short break. When we come back, either Grubby or Alex will go through the first quarter action here. You're listening to 94.7 The Pulse, your home of local football.